Welcome to another video. In this video, we are going to install Zabbix Monitoring System in our Debian virtual machine. The video is going to be fast forwarded in a lot of parts, so I recommend you to pause the video if you are following up with the commands. So, as you can see that I am verifying the IP address of my server and I am remotely logged into my server via SSH. First of all, we are going to do sudo apt update. That's something we have to do always when we are going to install something new. So the next is sudo apt install Apache2. By default, it's going to be in your server, but if it's not, the command is just going to verify it and install it. So sudo apt install, the next thing, it's MariaDB server and MariaDB client. Once again, we have already installed these in our server if you're following the previous videos. If not, the command is going to install them again. Next ahead is sudo apt install PHP and PHP CLI and PHP MySQL. So these are several dependencies which our Zabbix is going to require. You can type them individually or you can type them all in one string or in one command. So I am typing them in one command. If something is installed, the command ignores them. If something is missing, the command goes ahead and installs it. So I typed all the dependencies and I hit enter. You can see that some of them were already in the server, and then, for example, CLI and LTAP was not there. So the system just installed it. So now we got Apache, we got SQL, and we got PHP. Let's proceed. Sudo mysql uroot. I am initiating MariaDB to interact with SQL database. Create database Zabbix character set. So I'm creating a database for Zabbix. Zabbix relies on MySQL to store its data and everything. And that's what I'm doing here. If you're not aware of SQL commands, you can just follow exactly as I'm doing. And I also made video on video series on SQL commands, basic SQL commands, which you must be aware of. So you can give them a go. So we create user Zabbix at localhost identified by 1234. 1234 is the password for the user Zabbix to interact or to manipulate over SQL database. Grant all privileges on Zabbix. We are permitting Zabbix to be able to manipulate data. We are providing it permissions. Zabbix at localhost, semicolon, and done. So flush privileges, and the database is all prepared. The Zabbix is configured for the database. The user Zabbix is configured for the database. So let's proceed with the next steps. Cat /etc/os-release. So I'm verifying my operating system. I have Debian Trixie version 13.4. You can use the same command to verify your operating system, even if you are using a different Linux. If you're using Ubuntu, you have to know exactly the version. So go to your browser, Zabbix download, scroll down, and there's going to be a selection where you can select your operating system, you can select your version, and you can select the Zabbix version which you need. So I'm going to use 6.0 LTS. It's a bit previous one, but it is more stable. And in Zabbix component, just select agent 2. All of them, they have some things a bit different from the others, but let's rely on agent 2. You will see that here the command, it is tailored according to your selection. So just copy the first command and paste it in your server and hit enter. So we just downloaded the Zabbix package. You can see it appeared here. And now we are going to unpack this package. Once again, the command is there. You can just copy it from the browser, or sudo dpkgi, then just copy paste the name of the package. Once it's done, sudo apt update one more time. So the system goes and get all the dependencies which this package may require. And after that, we are going to sudo apt install Zabbix server, MySQL, Zabbix frontend, PHP. So these are the dependencies of Zabbix, which our Zabbix is going to require. Especially we are focusing on the web-based Zabbix. So we are going to need these dependencies. So I have covered most of them here. If something remains, you can always come back and sudo apt type in the dependency and install it again. It can take a while, up to 3 to 5 minutes. So here it goes. Next, we are going to once again use the command zcat /usr/share /zabbix -sql -scripts /mysql /server.sql. Then I'm going to .gset, and then I'm going to use that bar mysql -u Zabbix. I'm logging into my SQL database as Zabbix user and to interact with the Zabbix database. And then I'm going to use the password which I selected 1234, if you remember. So it can take up to 2 to 3 minutes. So basically it's running the operation until you get the command line back. So you can see it says user Debian lab. I got my command line back and the operation was completed successfully. So Linux is very interesting. It does not gives you that the operation was successful. It just gives you your command line back and there is no error. It generally means that the operation was successful. So next ahead, sudo nano etc zabbix /zabbix once more _ server dot conf, and we are going to hit enter. We are going to edit a configuration here. So we are going to scroll down until we find a password. It is going to be here. Here it is, DB password, database password. So just put something simple. I'm going to once again use 1234 as it is a lab server. We don't have to be overcomplicated with it. And there's another thing, sudo nano etc /zabbix /apache.conf. And here basically we're going to put the time zone, because in active monitoring the time must be correct and accurate according to your server. So I think it's much more towards upper. Yeah, there it is. You can see a date time zone. So it's Europe /Riga. I'm going to put my relevant time zone. You can put your relevant time zone there. Once it's done, clear the terminal and sudo systemctl status Zabbix server. You can see that Zabbix server is there, but it is disabled. So I'm going to enable it. The same command, just replace status with enable. And then I'm going to start it. And then I'm going to see the status again. And I can see that the system is active and running. So the next is sudo systemctl enable Zabbix agent. The Zabbix agent is running as well. Start Zabbix agent, status Zabbix agent. So it's active and running, well and good. Now let's verify sudo systemctl restart Apache2, status Apache2, active and running. So we are verifying all of the dependencies which Zabbix depends upon, and we are verifying if all of them are running without any errors or conflicts. So verify the IP address, and now we are going to go to the browser. We are going to put it in /Zabbix. So here there is one more simple thing which we have to do. You can see that the Zabbix dashboard is there, but the PHP is having some conflict, and I have seen this conflict before as well, and it requires one more command. So let's go ahead and execute it. Usually it is not necessary. It was not necessary, that's why I did not include it. But since we got the conflict, let's do it. PHP version, our version 8.4. We have a very new version and it may bring up a conflict, but we are going to resolve it. Sudo apt install lib Apache2 mod php 8.4, the version of your PHP, then space -y, which means yes. So it is going to take like maybe a minute or two. Once it's done, we have to first enable it. Sudo a2 enmod php 8.4. all right, sudo systemctl restart Apache2 one more time. There we go, and verify the IP address, and now we are going to access the Zabbix web page. So it is the first initial startup. Prerequisite is everything is there, just next. Here as well, just next. Here you have to put the password 1234. Next, remember we configured the SQL password of Zabbix. So server name it something. I'm going to name it Debian Zabbix and let it be dark. And next, and congratulations, you have successfully installed. So the username by default is always admin with a capital, and the password is always Zabbix, all in small letters. So Zabbix. So we have the dashboard, and we have officially installed Zabbix in our server. And as we noticed, the PHP, and as we are using a newer version of the PHP and the more, you can say, older version of Zabbix, since PHP version release is more frequently as compared to Zabbix, so there are a lot of time minor conflicts. As you can see here, there is some cookie session conflict, so it is just a minor thing, and we are going to resolve it in the next video. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.